software necessary to do it. And so you can hire programmers out there to create anything for you. I mean, it's pretty incredible what you can do with software. Okay. Well, I have some tips on how to create a product and how to create more content, but I want to save it for next module instead, because next module is all about it's all about creating your product pretty much from your front end product to your high end product, how to have a really good product line, so that way you can maximize the customer value or your customer value. So I want to save it for next week. It will be more applicable for next week, and so I'm not going to go in that slide today. And so if y'all don't have any more questions on this list building, then we'll end this call and we'll adjourn next week. Oops. Oh, I gave you a hint.
Tim, we're going to meet next week, or are we meeting this Friday?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this Friday. We're going to meet this Friday, and we're also going to be, this Friday is going to be our 5th module, which is on product creation and content creation. And then next Tuesday is going to be about outsourcing, so everything from virtual assistants to, things like Elance, Ghostwriter, those kind of things. And then we're going to do a bonus session next Friday where I will then go through whoever is submitting their presentation to me, and I'm going to review them and critique them like I did for Dustin next Friday.
Hey, Tim?
Uh-huh.
You were going to discuss the technology you use, like how you get your webinar to show with your video and picture
right.
and all that, and how you record it and all that.
Right.
Is that still on your agenda to cover that?
Yes, and we'll cover that along with the outsourcing.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's because it doesn't have enough information to do a module of it on its own.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it's probably something easy, but right now I'm not able to get that to do that way. Not without showing a whole bunch of other stuff.
Right.
Maybe there's a way you do that you'll tell us. Of course, I'm sure you will. That makes that look the way you got it looking.
Right. So we'll talk about that in the that topic will be next Tuesday. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Any other questions that we have regarding list building or how to contact JVs?
Just a real quick one, Tim. What's the most you would pay for a list? I'll give you an example. I have a company that is offering to do in the Florida market free email blast, 25,000 real estate qualified opted-in people, and the free email blast would be about $3,300 for everything.
Well, what you want to do is this. You want to opt into their list. Find out how you can opt into their list, and then and then get a feel for how they communicate to their list. Okay, to make sure it's not just a spam list. And and if you feel that it's legitimate list, then and they're communicating with their customers well, and also too how much their customers are paying them. Is it just like a free subscription? Is it just a free newsletter, or is it some products that they're selling? So you want to look at those things, and then the next question would be, what are you going to sell to these people, and how many do you need to sell to at least break even?
Right. Mine is obviously my lead program.
Okay.
There's 3 levels for it. There's leads only, basic, and professional. But with that aside, I'm just curious.
Well, I mean, if all you have to do is sell 2 of them to break even, then I would definitely try it.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much it's costing you per click. It doesn't matter how much it's costing you per lead. At the end of the day, is how much did it cost you to get that customer, and how much money did you make back? And if you're making a good return on investment, then go do it. I mean, do it over and over and over.
I would tend to think that I would be able to do fairly well with 25,000, assuming they truly are real estate investors. And then the proof is in the sales, right? Checks don't lie.
Say that again?
I said it, but the proof is in the sales.
Exactly.
Checks don't lie.
Right. Checks don't lie. That's correct. Yeah,
hey, Frank, this is Pat. Would that be something that an idea like that would be like for you and I to JV together and split the cost on that list, and we can join together and take advantage of the list for both of ourselves for half the price?
I would think that that's a possibility. Tim, what's your thoughts about a multiple stream attack on somebody new in your list?
Right.
It would be relatively a cold list, I would imagine.
The way I would do that, you don't want to have 2 promotions, okay? You don't want the customers have to choose the 2 products to buy from. So you pick one product as the lead-in generation product, and especially if you're gonna they're gonna charge you for marketing like that. You don't even want to sell that product up front. You want to make sure you have an opt-in page, so that way you can capture the lead. You're trying to pay for the lead, and then once they buy that, once they opt in, and you got that lead, then you can then sell them, offer to sell them your product, and then whether or not they buy your product, you can then have an upsell to another product.
Right.
If you're going to do it that way, then that would be the format that you would do it in. You wouldn't send them to a page that has 2 courses and they decide which course they want to buy. Definitely not that way.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I was thinking that you'd have access to the list multiple times, but you don't. You just have it for the 1, 2, or 3 times, I guess.
Well, what they told me was the way the list works is they don't send you the list and then you market it. They do it because it's their opted-in list. It's
right.
an opted-in list. It's not extremely cold per se, but I would not say that it's as warm as say Tim's list is, because Tim, I see I'm on your list and I see what you do daily. So I don't think it's like that. I would be surprised if it is.
Right, but still, I mean, yeah, I mean, give it a try. For example, if you can send that traffic to a squeeze page, and those people is going to then opt into your site, and and let's say it costs you $3,300, and you got $3,300. If you have 100 people to opt in, that would mean $33 per opt-in, and out of 30. Out of 100 opt-ins, if you're able to sell, whatever you think about 2% of that, then what that means your cost per sale is what, $1,650, and so so you lost a little bit money in selling your product. But then because of the upsell to Pat's product, you end up making money, plus you got all that 33 opt-ins.
Right.
So think about it that way.
No, I hear you. I think I kind of see an angle there that could be very, very powerful.
Right.
Pat's program actually dovetails very nicely with mine, because most people do short sales when they deal with leads like that, and most of the short sales fail. So his program would be perfect for a way to get your money, get
Right.
For the effort.
Right. Yeah. So so always, I mean, your marketing, don't be too concerned with with the cost. Think more along the line of, okay, will I at least break even on the front end, because I know I can sell other people's products, I can sell my seminars, I can sell my coaching program, I can sell all kinds of stuff after that. The lifetime value of your customer is much higher.
Right. Yeah, I guess I asked a bad question. A better question might have been, is purchasing 25,000 names off of a opted-in list provider a good effort, or are those typically not good? I mean, I don't know if there's any of the ones I've opted into in the past. I don't
Right.
know.
Well, but you're not talking about purchasing name, though. You're talking about that list owner is going to send out an email for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
that's
I don't
very
get all
different.
25,000 names. They're going to do the work, and then I get the results. I get the fruit of the work.
Right. Now, if you were to buy a list of 25,000 for $3,300, then I would more likely than not, I would recommend against it, because chances are those lists are like scrape lists, where they scrape off off the website. So those lists are horrible. Those people don't respond. It's like they look at you as spam emails. So you're going to end up doing more harm than good. So, like, I don't recommend for you to buy list, buy email list.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I wasn't planning on doing that, because actually Infusionsoft would kick me off their server if they found me doing that.
Right.
It's prohibited.
Right.
And they're saying they'll do the marketing, and then I just get the results.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I like it.
So yeah, and you said this was in Florida or in
information, or like just offer free information just to get them to capture them. How would you do that? Should I skip the product and go right for a free report on, the number one way to get leads, or top 5 ways to get leads in pre-foreclosures without, breaking the bank or something? I don't know. Think of a name, but would that be more effective capturing the names than just going right for the sale?
Yes. Well, because you want to. I mean, if you're going to pay for advertising, you want to capture the lead. It's much easier to capture the lead than to capture the sale. And if that person doesn't if that person won't give up their name and their email address to give you their lead, the chance of them buying a $1,500 course or lead from you is very slim anyways.
Right, exactly. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I would definitely either you go to my website, go to dodeals.com, and if you had opted in before, just clear out your cookies so you can see my opt-in page, and just follow that format.
Tim, what's your website?
dodeals.com.
I didn't catch that. Somethingdeals.com?
Do Deals. DODEALS.com. Okay, so so go and take a look at my opt-in and just follow that format, and send your traffic to there. Got it?
I like your phone number as password. I like that. That's slick.
Because we do telemarketing sales to them, so we wanna require that they put up.
Because I'm on your list.
Oh no. So okay, well, any other questions?
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it. This is Pat. Thanks.
Yeah, you helped me a lot. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm going to make all of you to give me a glowing video testimonial pretty soon here. So.
absolutely will right after our webinar together.
Blackmailing.
You bet, man. Yeah, that's part of the deal.
Did you feel the love?
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, because you guys have already been trained how to sell on webinars. I mean, I am going to be contacting you pretty soon here to schedule a time for us to do that. So, definitely.
Well, that would be great. One of the things that I'll just put in the back of your mind, Tim, is you had mentioned that when you were in the Philippines, you played pre-recorded webinars and made all that money while you were gone.
Right.
And so I'll ask you to show us how you pre-recorded them and played them so that they looked live.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk all about that next Tuesday.
Great, excellent.
Yeah, because that has to do with the technology part of it and everything too. So.
Sure. Yeah, and I'm just applauding the seat just in case because I was really excited to learn about that.
Cool.
I like the way you can.
Cool. Well, I don't know if you know this, but
do me a favor. I couldn't hear Tim. It's somethingdeals.com. It sounded like new deals.
No, do deals.
DODEALS.com.
Okay, do deals. I got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Very subliminal.
Yeah, you guys don't know this, but this webinar that we're doing right now has been pre-recorded, and you're listening to a pre-recorded call.
Yeah, right.
You got all your questions and answers.
Well, anyways, okay, well, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to end the call now. So.
All right, thanks, Jim. See you.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being on the call tonight, the call today. I look forward to talking to you more on the next one. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Have an awesome day.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.